It's an orange juice.
What's up, everyone? It's OJ. Today we have some special TV Royale in the game. Now, if you click into the news Royale, it basically brings you to YouTube, and there's a 2-minute and 22-second video. Let's watch the first time real quick.
Welcome back to TV Royale. 2018 was a huge year in Clash Royale history.
And it's all thanks to you guys.
So today we'd like to recap 2018 and all of Clash Royale's biggest hits.
And biggest
So let's take a look
Did Drew just make a poo-poo? He made a poo-poo.
at all of the things that happened in Clash Royale this year. 2018 added Clan Wars.
That was a good addition. I play Clan Wars every day.
ton of cool emotes.
Hold up. Y'all see that leak right there? Let me rewind this.
Clan Wars.
Ton
Right there. New emotes. Look at that Royal Ghost. That's not the same Royal Ghost holding the gem. That's not in the game. They leaked it. That's a new emote. Huh. Sneaky Supercell.
of cool emotes.
We added star levels, allowing you to pimp out your favorite cards.
We added global tournaments, allowing millions of players around the globe to play in the same tournament.
Now, global tournaments are super cool. If you were around in 2016 in the summertime, 15K tournaments brought out the stars of the world. From all of the top 15K players in 2016, a lot of them made it into the CRL World Finals in 2018. Now, without these tournaments, these players would not have been recognized. And for the global tournament, it does seem a little wacky here and there. Sometimes you have to spend 500 gems to get these rewards. But for skilled, unrecognized players, it's not even about the reward. It's basically you get 100 wins and you're going to be really well respected. You're going to be put on the map if you get 100 wins. That's huge. Oh, to win 100 times in a row, that's something. That's huge. So in that regard, I think global tournaments are pretty dope.
Season 1 of the Clash Royale League drew over 25 million players to competition.
Tokyo is pretty sweet. You had to be there. The best thing of all, Tokyo had this limited edition princess. Limited.
Had over 20 pro esport teams in CRL.
And they recruited 100 CRL players from a pool of over 25 million combatants.
Nova won the first ever CRL World Finals.
I thought they won last year's World Finals too.
Stay tuned for more esports news in 2019. 10 new cards entered the arena.
Royhawks, Rascals, Electro Dragon, Royal Ghost, Goblin Giant, Giant Snowball, Ram Rider, Magic Archer, Royal Recruit, Barbarian Barrel,
Goblin what?
Goblin Bruiser,
Goblin It almost sounds like Goblin Prisoner, Goblin Barrel, Goblin Bruiser. So it's not Goblin Barrel because there's the barrel. It could be the prisoner. I showed you guys that in the last video, but it didn't sound like it would be a prisoner. Maybe they reworked it and they're calling it the Goblin Bruiser. Let's try that again. Okay, we're gonna slow this down to 0.25.
Goblin Bruiser.
Goblin Bruiser. Maybe that was a little too slow. Let's try that at 0.75.
Trader Dragon, Royal Ghost, Goblin Giant, Giant Snowball,
Okay, when he's pronouncing these ones, it sounds a lot better now.
Ram Rider, Magic Archer, Royal Recruit, Barbarian Barrel,
Get ready for it.
Goblin Bruiser.
Goblin Bruiser. I think it's Goblin Bruiser. We have an idea of what it looks like, and I think it's gonna look something like this. It's a bruiser. It's a goblin. It's buff. Sounds like you're in for a bruising. You're cruising for a bruising. That's what it is. This guy's really buff. If you look at the Goblin Giant, he's just a friendly little giant that carries 2 spear goblins. He's trying to protect. He doesn't even deal that much damage. He doesn't bruise anyone. You can't bruise buildings. He does have a knife, but that knife, he's not bruising the building with his knife. He's jabbing at the building with a knife. So I think this could be the Goblin Bruiser. I'm thinking this is a tank type unit that attacks kind of like a giant skeleton does. It just punches everything really big and bruises everything in its path. It's definitely a common card because they flashed that on the screen. Let's get a digital recreation of this and let's see what it goes like. Looks like he's really buff. Looks like he skipped leg day. Really intimidating. Doesn't target buildings. That just wouldn't make sense because they already have the Goblin Giant. He's got to attack single target units like this giant skeleton, except it's not going to drop a bomb because it's not a giant skeleton. So, well, and it's not going to have, it might not have different mechanics because it's a common card. Because it's a common card, it's just going to bruise things up. It's just going to be like a really big, tanky giant skeleton that is not going to cost 6 elixir because a giant skeleton costs 6 elixir. I could see this card costing 4 elixir and just bruising things up real bad with like 2,000 health. Or I could see it costing 8 elixir and kind of functioning like a super beefy golem on steroids that bruises everything in its path. Let's see if there's anything else in this video that we can catch.
Trade tokens! Trade tokens!
Then we kind of broke trade tokens, but we're fixing them again next year.
I love how they acknowledge that. That's awesome.
Monthly balance updates gave you new reasons to moan at Seth on Twitter.
What?
Them again next year. Monthly balance updates gave you new reasons to moan at Seth on Twitter.
They're also acknowledging that everyone's complaining to Seth. That's hilarious. I love that.
TV Royale got 2 new hosts, and one of them finally got a haircut.
Okay.
That's what we were up to in 2018. Here's what you were doing.
There were 36 billion battles played this year.
89 billion towers were destroyed.
How do they calculate that? Is that 89 billion crowns total in their database and they're just counting 89 billion crowns? What about 2v2? Because that you get 3 crown, but that's 4 towers-ish.
You launched 7.9 billion rockets. The log was played 39 billion times.
Why did they feature the log specifically? Is this the most used card? No, it can't be. Maybe it is.
Over 7 million billion elixir was pumped. That is a real number. We introduced Barbarian Barrel, and then buffed it, and then buffed it, and then buffed it, and then nerfed it, and then nerfed it.
That's something I noticed in 2018 as well, is that the balance team for Clash Royale did a lot of buffing, buff, and then they kind of overreacted and then they nerfed it. I love how they acknowledge that too. They did that for Valkyrie, they did that for Barbarian Barrel, they did that for Royal Recruits. Everything was really drastic when it came to balance changes, especially because it came so frequently, and especially because they were kind of conscious about not touching certain things during CRL in December.
I put on 20 pounds this year. We allowed you to buy emotes, and we also allowed you to permanently mute them.
We wanted to give a huge shout out to all of the Clash Royale content creators.
Oh, thank you, Drew. Oh, thank you.
You're amazing, thank you.
I
That's
am.
been 2018.
And here's to 2019. So thanks for watching this episode of TV Royale.
We'll see you in the new year.
Looks like that's about it. There's about 2 leaks in there, and I didn't catch anything else. Let me know in the comments if I missed anything else, but I think they just leaked the Royal Ghost emote, and they leaked that new Goblin Bruiser? Goblin Bruiser? Goblin Bruiser, that's what we think it is. Thanks for watching.